Welcome back to First Chapter Friday. Today I will be reading from my favorite childhood series, The Boxcar Children by Gertrude Chandler Warner. I will be reading from the Great Turkey Heist. Chapter 1, Alden's to the Rescue. Watch this! 6-year-old Benny Alden ran across the lawn at grandfather's house and leapt into the huge pile of leaves under the maple tree. Henry leaned on his rake and laughed. "That was your best jump yet," he said. But when Benny didn't pop up immediately, Henry got a little worried. "Benny, are you okay?" "Where did he go?" asked 10-year-old Violet. She was sweeping leaves off the path. Watch. The Alden's wire terrier barked anxiously. He dug into the piles of leaves, his tail wagging, until he found Benny hiding at the bottom. "That was cool," Benny said, jumping up and patting Watch on the head. "The pile is so big now that I can hide in it." "I'm going to make a tunnel." Benny burrowed beneath the dried leaves, with Watch close behind. Violet looked up at the trees. She caught a red maple leaf that floated down on the cool breeze. "What a pretty color," she said. "There are still so many more leaves to fall. We have a lot more work to do." Just then, Jessie came out on the porch. "It's almost time to go," she called to her sister and brothers. "We should start to clean up. We told grandfather that we would meet him at 12:30. Benny hopped up from the pile and threw a fistful of leaves into the air. "But where are we going?" he asked. "It's not like you to forget a lunch date, Benny," Jessie said. "We're meeting grandfather at Greenfield's, the new restaurant that just opened in town. The owner of Greenfield's is one of grandfather's friends." "Oh, right. I almost forgot. But my stomach sure didn't." "Listen." Benny's stomach began to growl loudly. "I'm starved." "We'd better hurry then," Henry laughed. "We don't want to keep Benny's stomach waiting. It sounds dangerous." Benny was famous for his big appetite and growling stomach. "I'll dump these leaves back in the woods," Henry said. At 14, Henry was the oldest of the 4 Alden children. "I'll help you, Henry," said Violet. Jessie began to brush the leaves from Benny's jacket and to smooth out his hair. "Can't have you looking messy for our lunch date," she teased. Jessie was 12 and often acted like a mother to her younger brother. The Aldens were orphans. After their parents died, they ran away and lived on their own in an old abandoned boxcar in the woods. Their grandfather found them and brought them to live with him in his big house in Greenfield. The Aldens hopped on their bicycles and headed into town. Henry led the way. They stopped at the corner of Chestnut and Main Streets to wait for the light to turn green. A man in a blue shirt was crossing Main Street. He was struggling with a large box that appeared to be very heavy. Just then, another man wearing a dark brown hat and scarf hurried into the street. He shoved the man with the box as he walked past. "Oh my!" Violet cried. The man in the blue shirt tumbled to the ground. The box he was carrying broke open, and canned goods rolled every which way. The light turned green, but the cars could not move. There were cans all over the street. Impatient drivers began to honk their horns. "Out of my way!" cried the man in a hurry. He pulled his brown hat low and quickly walked away. "How rude!" Jessie exclaimed. The Aldens jumped from their bicycles. Henry helped the man to his feet. Jessie and Henry quickly picked up the cans in the street. Violet and Benny collected those that had rolled to the sidewalk. "Are you all right, sir?" asked Violet. The man was brushing off his pants. "Yes, Thank you. I will be fine. I'm not even sure what happened. Henry placed the last of the cans in the pile on the sidewalk. Someone bumped you from behind. He seemed to be in quite a hurry. Jesse looked down the street to where the man had disappeared. It almost looked like he did it on purpose. Did you know him? I didn't really see him, said the man in the blue shirt. Everything happened so fast. What did he look like? He was wearing a dark brown scarf and hat, said Violet. I couldn't see his face. Maybe he just wasn't paying attention to where he was going. And if you would like to hear what happens next in this book, you can check this out from the children's department downstairs. Join me here in a couple of weeks as I read from Debbie Maycumber's The Perfect Christmas. Thanks and have a great week.